Brazil, a beautiful Latin American country, home of unbelievable beaches and a very rich culture. We all know Brazil, actually, as a democratic and capitalist country, but it wasn't always like that.
The 19th century was a turning point for many Latin American countries, including Brazil, in terms of capitalism and democracy. But what does this actually mean?
Democracy and capitalism during the 19th century didn't mean what it means now. The actual definition of democracy is when a state is ruled by its people and they have a word in the government. Capitalism is an economic and political system in which a country's economy is controlled by the people. It encourages human rights and property rights. Back then, democracy and capitalism were a slightly less sophisticated and liberal version of this.
The 19th century changed completely the profile of Brazil, so let's take a closer look to the main events that marked this time. First, in 1782, revolts led by a rebel known as Tiradentes disturbed the Brazilian population. This began the look for slavery abolition and independence among Brazilians. Then, in 1808, the Portuguese royal family fled to Brazil with the purpose of escaping from Napoleon. This led to Brazil being the head of the Portuguese Empire. When the royal family returned to Portugal, they left their son, Prince Dom Pedro I, as the ruler of Brazil. Then, in 1822, Dom Pedro I declared Brazil independent from Portugal on September 7, and he also crowned himself as the Emperor of Brazil. All this was done peacefully and no blood was shed. In 1824, the first constitution of Brazil was proclaimed. This constitution stated that the country was a limited monarchy, with a division of powers and legislation to restrict its power. Afterwards, in 1841, Dom Pedro's son was crowned emperor. In 1888, the Lei Aurea was passed with Princess Isabel in the name of her father, Dom Pedro II, which abolished slavery completely in Brazil. Dom Pedro II was a good leader who established many positive reforms to the country, which, and along with the coffee boom, improved Brazil's economy considerably. However, in 1889, he was overthrown by the army. The people no longer wanted to have a monarchy, and Brazil became a federal republic with a central economy based on coffee. Doutor da Fonseca assumed office as president soon after this happened.
In 1881, the second constitution of the now Republic of Brazil was promulgated. This constitution established, among many things, the official abolishment of monarchy and the establishment of a democracy, stating that any educated Brazil-born citizen older than 21 years old had the right to vote. After this, Brazil's first civilian-chosen president, Prudente José de Moraes Barros, was elected in 1894.
In conclusion, we can affirm that thanks to various documents, such as the Constitution of 1824, the Golden Law, and the Constitution of 1891, Brazil eventually adopted ideas of democracy and capitalism.
Then, there is also the Constitution of 1824, whose purpose was to consolidate the independence to prevent possible abuses by the monarch, the political class, and the population itself, and to adopt Catholicism as the official religion.
Then came the Golden Law, which objective was abolishing slavery throughout the whole empire. It had a great effect on Brazil's history since it changed its course, because it didn't just eliminate slavery, but it also led to the first Brazilian Republic in 1889.
Thanks to the Magna Carta, Brazil was able to begin with an organized political system. It fixed the basis of religion, some human rights were established, democracy began in some powers, it sparked the capitalist commerce with foreign countries, etc. However, this Magna Carta was written with the idea of having a monarchy as a political system, so when the Brazilians preferred the republic, it was no longer useful.
That's why the Constitution of 1891 was promulgated. From all of this, we can infer that Brazil's history of the 19th century was a turning point. During this time, the people of Brazil came to accept the idea of a new way of government that, even though it had its bad times, was usually well adapted to the country and fit its ideals.